Hello game fans and welcome to another First Impressions from Gaming Debugged. So let's talk about Rimworld. Rimworld follows the story of three survivors from a crashed spaceliner as they build a colony on the frontier world at the edge of space. However, that story is never the same one, nor are the survivors, and neither is the outcome. Welcome to the wonderful world of AI generated storytelling. This is Rimworld. But is the Firefly-inspired adventure cutting edge or is it off the rim? Here's my first impressions of Rimworld Console Edition. The first time I played Rimworld, my little band of soldier, cave dweller and shopkeeper soon settled into their little wooden hut and started growing rice. Everything was peaceful until a rabid squirrel attacked. After the rabid rodent had done its damage and subsequently been killed, they helped a lone traveller and they were attacked by marauders. Thankfully, a marauder wasn't fatally injured and there was an opportunity for him to join the team. But in the flurry of battle, I added way too many orders and one of my teammates then beat him to death. Soon after, they ate a tortoise and then some other attackers hurt two of my team, then burnt down my house with them inside. The second and third time around, none of these events ever happened. Rimworld is a really unique game that marries the graphics of Prison Architect, the epic stories of Skyrim, and the mountain of data from Dwarf Kingdom. Players first choose their three crewmates from a random selection of characters. Each character has both a childhood background and adult profession. These two elements form the basis of their traits and abilities. The poor little cave dweller might have great mining abilities but lack any social skills, whereas the comedian will boost morale but be terrible with guns. The multitude of variations is fantastic and sometimes a little dark, and it doesn't stop there. More on that later. Before each game you can choose a storyteller. There are three options: Cassandra Classic, Phoebe Chillax and Randy Random. Don't get me started on Randy Random. As you might imagine, these are the balanced route in which that you are given time between disasters to rebuild your colony, the peaceful route that focuses on the building of your community, and Randy Random, where you can be struck with blight one moment and then attacked by an ancient evil that you awoke whilst mining in a cave. If you think you're a peaceful kind of gamer, ignore this next bit. The game can descend into utter madness during some of the games, and you might need to be morally flexible to get through the craziness. Your colony might need to be cannibals, or sometimes harvest down teammates for their organs. But it's survival of the fittest on Rimworld, and the story can take some very interesting twists and turns. If you set a trap for a marauder and forget it's there, you might find one dead colonist that wandered too close to it on their way back to the house. Other times you might meet a giant sloth out in the wilderness and it kills you very slowly. There are just so many things that can go wrong. If two of your colonists start a relationship, for example, and then one of them dies, the other might then have a mental breakdown and run rampage through your colony. It is completely bonkers, but utterly amazing. For those who quiver at the excitement over mountains of data, Rimworld has it in droves. From the temperature, the crop yield, medicine effects, social buffs, addiction, and so much more. However, for new players to micromanagement simulation genre, they might find it a little daunting. The first tutorial will take you through the first 30 minutes or so, but after that you're on your own. If you're happy to learn the complexities of the game, then you'll be rewarded tenfold. Rimworld has been out on Steam for many years now, and there are additional DLC packs and an active modding community. The game has overwhelmingly positive reviews and has been one of the most popular games on the platform for many years. Now console gamers can enjoy this fantastic experience and access to the DLC as well. Modding is currently turned off, but may be included in a future update. Overall, Rimworld is a fantastic game that has so much replayability. You can choose the get off the planet quest and complete the game, but the joy is simply surviving the twists and turns the storyteller throws at you. There is a steep learning curve for new players, but for those with the patience to work on through it, they will not be disappointed. I have called this a first impressions video as I am only 20 hours into it. and the average playtime on Steam is around 130 hours, so I have a long way to go before I become just an average gamer. The graphics may be basic, but the emergent storytelling and randomness of the whole experience makes this one of the greatest games ever made. And for all those indie devs out there, it was done by just 2 people. Rimworld Console Edition is now out on Xbox and even included on Game Pass, and I urge you all to try it out. If this video has been useful, then please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video very soon.
Finish him!